Have you ever wanted to type, and then you realize you were too stupid to learn and you don't know where to start?
No.
Well, our pal Mario is here to help with one of the strangest Nintendo games that I've ever played. Ever. Like, literally in my entire life. Mario Teaches Typing is a game where Mario teaches you how to type. Seems simple enough. Well, it is called Mario Teaches Typing after all. It's not like it's some straightforward platformer where maybe you get to type. What you see is what you get, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on with it before I have an aneurysm. The game came out in 1991, in the weird era where pretty much any genre of game with Mario's fat butt on it would be released to the public. You know your games like Mario's Time Machine and Mario is Missing and...
Granddad!
What, how did you get in here? Get out, man. Get out of here. Get the f*** out of here. I'm not f***ing kidding. Get out of here. Get the f*** out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out! Mario Teaches Typing both 1 and 2, yes, there is a sequel, are both really infamous for both being pretty terrible to downright hilarious at the same time. Well, it's good to know that I'll be in good hands with this thing looming over my head like a discount Teletubby son. I wonder how that person is doing. Starting off with the main menu, so far, everyone looks pretty normal. Except for Toad. Here he has smaller eyes, a pair of nostrils, and he's missing one of his arms. Hey, you got everyone else right, what the hell's wrong with Toad? He's like the easiest one. Apart from that horrific monstrosity beyond human comprehension, you got your normal main menu here, your options, your level selection. Pretty advanced stuff for a 1991 computer game, I guess. I don't know why you would need all this when this would be your age demographic. But I can't complain, having the accessibility is nice, of course.
Welcome to Mario Teaches Typing.
That's not Mario. Look, I'm not tripping, aren't I? That's not Charlie Martini. That's not Charles Martinet, isn't it? Well, this has been off to a great start so far. Alright, level 1. How bad could this possibly be?
On your mark, get set, go!
Okay, you know what? This could have been a lot worse. Yeah! Look at him go! He's typing away! Well, he's not really typing, you are, I guess. Yeah, this is the game. You make Mario get several concussions in a row and make him stomp a turdy for 3 minutes straight. This got the Nintendo seal of approval. I don't really have any words for this. You were just typing letters to make Mario move to the right. You can't make this shit up. I swear, you cannot make this shit up. Oh, and it's already over. Oh, great, I beat the game. What the fuck? If some of you are lost and confused about what you're actually seeing on screen, well, don't worry, I was too, until it all made sense to me. Okay, you know what? This still doesn't make any sense. I'm trying my best here. There is one thing I actually had to look up because nowhere in this game does it tell you to do this. Okay, so you have to type. But more importantly, you have to type in a specific way showed here. But it doesn't tell you that you have to place your fingers like this on your keyboard anywhere. And a small gripe. This way of typing just felt extremely awkward, and I don't know why this is the way the game has you type. And again, it is somewhat mandatory to type like this, because this is what you do until the level just decides to end after a couple minutes. And what's our prize, you may ask? Well, to play more Mario Teaches Typing, of course. I mean, it's just like fucking Merry Christmas. You know, something about those counters in the bottom corners kind of reminds me of, you know, your classic game high score system. Well, this ain't my first rodeo, Mario. Let's do this. Montage activated! I did it. Alright, let's see what we got. Wow. Hey, I didn't do half bad. Oh, and also, just ignore the fact that I typed 0 words per minute. I typed over 1,000 keys. Can you say you typed over 1,000 keys in Mario Teaches Typing? Yeah, I didn't think so. Also, what is someone going to do if they wanted to play this game and they only have one hand? What are the developers going to do when poor little Timmy is crying because they wanted to play Mario Teaches Typing for the MS-DOS but couldn't now because of their lack of appendages? I mean, the amount of double standards and ableism in this game is crazy to me. In the big 2026 as well. Come on, Mario. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh no!
You remember the feeling that everyone has about water levels in Mario games? Yeah, this one isn't excluded. I mean, clearly they had to be running out of ideas, right? Because, like, why out of every, like, level of Mario you could have picked, you picked the water one? You know, the one where you have to go slow? I mean, then again, you aren't really, like, swimming, so why am I even bothering about this? Okay, something nice to say about this. The background looks nice, I guess. Someone had to make this for this game. To give more credit where credit is due, I guess, the fish does have an accurate design to the original Mario games, and I do like the way it looks. So that's something. My sliver of enjoyment was immediately ruined, though, when I saw the bloopers design. What in God's name did they do to my boy? That's not a blooper, that's a cry for help. I mean, seriously, what am I supposed to be looking at here? Like, this thing either has one glowing red eye, like it's a fucking Terminator, or those dots are supposed to be where its eyes are. And if that's the case, I really don't like the face it's giving me right now. The actual gameplay of this level is now, instead of typing one letter at a time, we've moved up to typing 3-letter words. Ooh, I feel smarter already. Fad, sad, dad. What does this have to do with Mario? Don't you think we'd be typing something that's more on brand with Nintendo? But no, you would think that, but that would require the game actually being fun. Jesus Christ. Let's just get on to the 3rd level before I actually convert.
On your mark, get set, go!
Oh, things are getting real serious now. So, Mario was made by Nintendo, which is a Japanese company, and he's supposed to be an Italian man, and we're playing a game where we're talking about the American Revolutionary War. Yeah, I can buy that. That makes perfect sense to me. I can just leave it. I remember when Mario fought in the front lines, defeating the British and crossing the frozen Delaware River with General Washington. Yeah, some of you probably thought I misspoke there, but that is a real thing. Am I the only one who remembers this? You can tell this game was made by an American company. The final level, thankfully, definitely brings the most interesting gameplay of the bunch, but what I mean by that is now we're watching Mario slowly move through quicksand and dodging thwomps. I mean, if you can even call these guys real thwomps, Mario's moving as slow as he possibly could, and these guys can't even hit him! Now, I know that is like a huge nitpick, but how funny would it be if the thwomps actually went in real time, and you actually had to just be like on your keyboard, and then you just had to like dodge it as fast as humanly possible? Just me? Oh, okay. The last 2 levels at least introduce some kind of dynamics to get the player to do something and give us some kind of gameplay. Who am I kidding? This is some of the most lazy and poor excuses I've ever seen in any Mario game. And I get it. I really do. This is a kid's game after all, and I shouldn't be complaining about this kind of stuff, but come on, these levels are dead boring. What do you think my takeaway is supposed to be? And also, here's something that I really hate, is that the last 2 levels are longer than the first one. At least with the first one, it was only 2 minutes, so it wasn't too long to where I felt the need to shoot myself. But these last 2 play for 4 whole minutes. Are you kidding me? Hold up, I can make this better. There we go. Much better. And as you type a little bit more about the US Constitution, the level finally ends. And that's it. Just 3 levels. That's 3 levels too long if you ask me. To say that Mario Teaches Typing is a game would be an understatement. I think Mario Teaches Typing is more of an experience than a game, because you don't really do much gaming the whole time. And I know I've been overly critical this whole video, so let's list some things I did like about this game. It's a very small list, but a list nonetheless. Some of the spray art is decent here. Real work went into the backgrounds and the settings, and I can appreciate that. And that's about all I could think of. Also, here's something I completely forgot to mention, is that you can play as Luigi and Peach. It has no real effect on gameplay, which is disappointing, but you can play as them if you want. They both got the short end of the stick, unfortunately, because Luigi has been shafted again as just a Mario respray, and Peach looks like she's had too much plastic surgery. It's not as bad as Toad, though. He looks like the result of inbreeding. They won't even let you play as him, the poor guy.
In the arms of the angel, fly away.
The last thing I'll touch on is, I guess you would call this bonus content if you want to really call this a bonus. You can click here to practice your typing on this long sheet of paper with a Mario head and 2 arms gazed longingly into your eyes.
I have a feeling this is foreshadowing.
This is pretty much just a test to see what you've learned. You just type out on this very long letter. Or you could do the funnier thing like I did and spam the crap out of the keys to go into hyperspeed. I'm too far gone. Oh no. Here it comes. Oh, I can't stop it! And there's something else I haven't mentioned yet. And get this. There is a rap. Yes. A full-made song by the group Legacy X for Mario Teaches Typing. Oh, goody. Yes, when I heard this, I was so in awe that it exists. It was legendary. Jokes aside, I would give this a listen. It's genuinely a good song, and it's really funny hearing a hip-hop song talk about f***ing Super Mario and typing. Life can be good sometimes. This game existing in the first place just baffles me. Like, Mario and Education is a good idea on paper, just it was executed so poorly in my opinion. I'm just glad that's the only one I had to play, and now I don't have to play it anymore. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha!
I lied. There is, in fact, more.